original characters from Robot Chicken that are going to show up in the special?
There are not. I'm gonna what's our? No, even in our opening title sequence, I think we used.
It's all DC.
Yeah.
Well, we do have an original character. We have. I mean,
well, yes.
We created a new character.
You will meet some new characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But mostly DC, and no, the humping robot's not in, the nerd's not in.
I just kind of want to see Bitch Pudding again. I feel like they'd be great friends.
They probably would.
Bitch Pudding and Joker would love each other.
All right, so while you guys were working like on this special and the previous ones, who did you actually get to like interact with at DC to make it like a reality? I mean, like, who did you get to talk to?
Well, it's all really Jeff Johns. It comes from him, and he's worked with us in the past. We go way back with him, and now that he's creative director at DC, it made it really easy to put together a special like this. And so he and Diane Nelson were great. Just great to work with, and it was all really easy.
So, can you tell me a little bit about Robot Chicken as a franchise? So if you go, like, you have all these specials that you've been running as a series for years. Did you ever think it would get this big?
Well, I think we're sort of insulated from it. It's hard to tell if it's big at all. I know we get to keep making it and the checks keep clearing, but we really are kind of in a vacuum. We have our heads down making the show, and it's hard to say until we come to a convention and look, everyone's interested in talking to us about it. It's kind of the only way we know, and I think that's the only way you can build something over time is just to not think about the big picture and just take it in small increments.
I like to think that it is really large. Like you guys, your panel is at the Hammer site. It's big.
I'm not even sure. Is that big?
Sheppard!
Sheppard! It's pretty large.
A what?
Do you vote?
No, not this season. No.
Wait, who has a vote?
I have a vote once we make the sketches. Animatic.
Does Seth have a vote now?
No.
Yeah, Chef Madison's
It's
very
the
hard.
four. It's back to the
Just have,
cabal.
like, a lawyer
Yeah.
at the door.
All right, I just have a quick question. Are you guys in the middle of something, or? Oh yeah, if you have one, just say first.
I was going to say that this is the special deals with the multiverse, basically. Was there a specific version of Batman or Superman that you wanted to bring into the special? One last question.
Once we realized we were going to do the multiple universe, the crisis, and we could bring in any Batman we wanted, we all immediately wanted to bring in the Adam West and Burt Ward Batman and Robin. And it wasn't a slam dunk because we didn't know if they'd want to do the show, and if you can't get their voices, is it even worth doing? And luckily they said that they would do it, and it turned out to be one of the kind of the best parts of working on this special.
All right, so the show's been on for about 10 years now, right? So like from when you started to now, how would you say that it's basically changed in the way that people view your show? I've noticed that you've gotten like a lot more guest stars and stuff who have been showing up and doing like voice work. Bryan Cranston along with some other big names, even in the new season, Brecken was just telling us. Basically, I'm having a tough time basically like phrasing it like.
Basically, how did the perception of Robot Chicken shift?
Like how did the world
for the
basically
audience?
change viewing it, and how do you react to that?
I wish I could have let you take this, but you weren't around.
I've only been around since season 6, so this is a rude question.
I can remember. You remember when Lazy Sunday came out on YouTube, and it was really the first time a lot of us had heard of YouTube. And that's how long this show has been on the air. We were writing season 1, and I think actually season 1 might have just come out, and it sort of was simultaneous with YouTube. And we didn't know that there was going to be a desire for really short form chunks of comedy, or that it was going to be perfect for, you know, crappy internet video, you know, because back in the day it was really hard to load those things. So you couldn't load a whole movie, that was crazy, but you could load a couple minutes, you could load the Lazy Sunday video, and all of a sudden it seemed like we had landed at exactly the same time as short form content was getting very important. So that's like the big change, is that when we were going into it, our sketches were much longer, and we didn't really know what we were doing, and we sort of, through pure luck, kind of found something that was appealing to people right in that moment.
Why parody Friendship is Magic in the title?
What do you mean? what do you hinting at?
Why parody My Little Pony in the title?
Well,
What created that crazy? What was the motivation behind that crazy choice?
We knew that this special was going to be about friendship, and we knew it was going to be about Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
And our first title, our working title, I think actually I just wrote it onto the title
they were
page.
spitting things out and just said, "Yep, that's it," and everybody agreed.
So it was gonna be called Robot Chicken DC Comics Special 3 Batman v Superman : Friendship is Magic. And then we just started chopping words out of it and getting phone calls from lawyers. And
Might have had something to do with it.
And we ended up with our current title.
I think they were trying to.
Oh, was that it?
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Nice talking to you guys.
Thank you so much.